Hi, I'm Jesse, and today on Jesse's Lego we're doing the November Town update and introducing the newest member to the Jesse's Lego channel. Hello, Indiana. So as behind me you can see that the baby gate has been installed. That was a do-it-myself job bought from Bunnings, but it's been highly effective at keeping four-legged creatures out of the Lego room, which is very important for anyone that has small children or small creatures getting around the house. They like to chew things that you don't want them to. So it's been great to have him around. One good thing that's come out of the working from home and being at home more with coronavirus is being able to look after a puppy that I've wanted for several years now. So yeah, it's been great to have him around, but just got to kind of keep him out of here. Two worlds. Now, let's get started on the tour. So before we start the tour, just wanted to point out I'm already getting Christmas set up. So a lot of these sets I've already had, but I'm looking forward to getting the advent calendar sorted out for this year. We've got the winter snowball fight set in waiting as well as some of the new Christmas builder minifigures, which my Lego store had in stock, which is great. And last year's ones too. So Christmas is all ready to go once Halloween's done and dusted, and I'll be changing that over straight after this video, so stay tuned for that in the next one. But first of all, the elephant in the room is all of the trees have been changed to yellow. This was one of my few pick-a-brick hauls during the last video, and now we've got all the yellow leaves on the tree for autumn. And I've got some of the Monkey Kid minifigures now, so the Monkey Kings are dueling it out. We got May and Monkey Kid, but with the announcement of the new Chinese New Year sets for next year, the Spring Lantern Festival is very exciting for me, so I'll be reworking this area to accommodate that. It'll be more of a Chinese traditional garden style, and I'll find a way to incorporate this all back in again. So stay tuned for that. That'll be very exciting at the start of next year, especially for the Chinatown area. So I also moved the tree from the Birch bookstore into the back of the alley. Doesn't look too different now because of the leaves, but I thought that was a great spot for it. And moving along here, we have the Monkey Kid gift with purchase, which I'd been holding out for since it came out in China 6 or 8 months before we got it. But I've recently reworked this park too to finally make use of the coffee chain hut and some of the vacant space in the town, and I've redone the fish pond as well to be a bit more pleasant, blends in with everything else a little bit better. But this will go eventually when I get my second bookshop, so that one's a bit of a temporary solution, but I do very much like the other park and will try and get it to stay for as long as possible. But moving right along, one of the other things that I've done is tiled half of the brick bank rooftop to give it that same nice dust-free finish that other parts of the town have. I do look forward to putting a martial arts dojo or something on top of the Palace Cinema, just to utilize the space a bit better too, but that'll be a future project for a future year. So before I start on Cafe Corner, I have changed the bunting or the decorations on the flag posts, my MOC flag posts, to be orange and yellow in time for Halloween. This goes along the whole street, which is a lead into the Halloween festival. But other than that, Cafe Corner here is a big talking point for me. As some of you already know, I've rebuilt this, trying to make it like it's a modern modular building with a full interior, some brighter colors and a bit of a reworked design using newer parts. So by the time of my last video, I'd placed an order that had completed the outside of Cafe Corner, but inside isn't finished yet. So I am hoping to complete that by the end of the year, which is why I haven't got a video. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to placing these parts orders, but I've already got 5 pages and it's just the second floor. So this is the third floor on the inside. We've got the bathroom up here, a hallway over here. I'll have an angled staircase, and this will be the master suite with a single large bed and a fireplace and some other stuff, but I'll show you more on that later when that's complete. And here we have the second floor, which is a bit more complete. Ignore the placeholder items, they're just in there to represent. But we've got 2 smaller beds. We'll have a fireplace and a seating area here. We have the manager's desk and a staircase. The bellhop minifigure, it's got my face, so that works out well. But yeah, it's coming along well. It's just not exactly complete yet, so we will have more on that in a future video. But until then, I'm going to keep going through and placing the parts order that I'm doing at the moment, and should have it in time for Christmas at least, so fingers crossed. And now for the main attraction, which is the Halloween festival. So I am surprised I was able to pull a rabbit out of a hat with this one. This was not supposed to be this big, and I didn't think I'd be able to pull it off this year, but I'm really impressed with how it did turn out. First off, I've got some slightly different bunting, domino effect, on my lampposts over here. So I just tried to make it a bit more Halloween-y, a little bit different, because the truth is I ran out of orange leaves and yellow flowers. But apart from that, we have the markets over here, which incorporate the popcorn cart, the Bean There Donut, that stands, and a couple of my own designs for stalls. I have hundreds of ideas for this, but I haven't been able to act on them this year, so hopefully next year. We've got the Halloween Hayride Festival sign, same with the tractor here, and this is the Graveyard Mystery walkthrough maze that I've got. So I just put another wall in around it, added some spooky minifigures and people going through, and it's turned into like a maze attraction, which has been really nice too. So both of the streets are closed off around Town Square for this one, and we've got the main attraction of my creation haunted house as well, which was made mostly out of pick-a-brick bricks. I've got a lot of costumed minifigures and some of the spooky minifigures, some sig figs that you might recognize as well, getting around the place. So it's been a really festive, really fun little exercise putting this together, and it's nice to see this in full scale too. So I'm going to try and do something as impressive for Christmas, but truth be told, it might be next year that gets as elaborate as this one. But I am looking forward to putting it together and transforming this section again, so stay tuned for the December Town Update video. I did manage to pick up some of the Halloween Builder minifigures as well, which was really cool. And it just really makes the whole area nice and exciting for this time of year. Keeps the town fresh and allows me to continue buying Christmas and Halloween sets because I got somewhere to put them. Yeah. And one more thing before we finish off the video. Since everyone asks about the railway bridge, I'll show a little bit of it in this video, but I do intend to make a proper video for you guys later, so I'll just take you on a quick tour. So this here is 1.8 meters of continuous track. I can only push the train forwards and backwards, but like the rest of my city, it is kind of like you zoomed in far enough on Google Maps that you got a street view, like a specific plot, and that's all it is. So the train line doesn't have to continue, as nice as it would be. But along here, this is all a single construct at the moment. It was actually the most difficult thing to move because it's all one piece. But underneath it is quite modular. It's got all the bricks with the pins that are designed to fit into the modular buildings. Next year, my project, because this year was Cafe Corner, of course, and that's been a lot of parts that have been quite expensive. So next year is going to be the train station and the surrounding areas. So I'll have a bit more on this as we go through. But the design is pretty simple. I've got 4 cloned kind of brick constructs, and then I have 4 supports underneath as well to hold the track together. Earlier this year I did put lighting through underneath, so the whole area illuminated. But I haven't returned that after moving the Lego, so that'll be something else that I'll put in shortly as well. Yeah, we've got the supports here. So it's very easy, very light. They all clip in together. We've got paneling design on the sides with the shield that makes it look a bit more official. But I'm still a bit undecided about what to do here and here on top of the track as well, because this part will be where the station is, and the other 2 are a bit too narrow for residential buildings or anything else. So still got a bit of brain work to do on that one, but until then, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just hasn't been utilized to its full potential yet, so can't wait to show you when we get there. So the final point is I picked this up last weekend. This is actually my first ideas set, so I'm really excited to build it. I did buy it on sale, which was too good to pass up, but because I don't have anything left in this year's budget, I bought it in advance for next year, so that'll be an early 2021 build. I am interested in getting the Ideas Treehouse as well, but I think the retirement date for that has been pushed back to next year. So that'll be good. It'll give me a bit more room before having to purchase it. But really excited to build this one. And apart from that, really excited to build Christmas again. So yeah, that'll be the next video. But until then, thank you very much for watching this video. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye for now.